In this video, you will learn how to use NotebookLM. Before we go into the practical approach, what is NotebookLM? NotebookLM is an AI program developed by Google, which you can use to obtain information from different sources, whether on the web or even the file you have in your system. Once this information are obtained, which you can call sources, you can analyze them, create summary of those different sources, and also create notes from them. You can also create short videos from those sources. Let's just get right into it. Okay, the first step is to open your web browser, and here I'll be using Google Chrome. So let me double click on it. Once the browser opens, you'll find yourself on a page that looks like this. The next step is to visit NotebookLM, all right? And for you to do that, type notebooklm.google.com in this search area. You can see the web link here, notebooklm.google.com. I'll press enter key of my computer keyboard. Here we are. If you have used this previously, it will show you some of the works you did before. Okay. And here is showing you featured notebooks, all right, which you can click on. But here we're going to create from scratch. So it's either you click on create new notebook or you come to this top here and click on create new. Okay. Any of them will take you to the next page, okay, which will allow us to do the job. So I'll click on this. So once this opens, you'll be prompted to add a source. But if you don't want to do that, you can close it for now to see your interface and some other features here. For example, we have Studio. You can take a look, take your cursor to any of them to see what E stands for. But you're going to practicalize with one or two in time to come. So let's leave that for now. So the next step is to give your research a title, or what you want to do a title, the note taking a title. So here, let me call this Windows 11 guide because I want to research on Windows 11, all right? So after that, press enter key for the name to be saved. Okay, then let's start adding up sources. So for example, maybe you have a PDF file or document file you want to add here and ask this program to analyze for you. That is a source, okay? Or maybe you have a YouTube video link you want to add for it to analyze or summarize the content. That is a source too. Or maybe there's a web link you have that talks about something that you are interested in and you don't have the time to read all through. Then you add it as a source and allow this to help you do some job. So here, let's click on add sources. So here it says search the web for new sources, and under this place you have upload file, you have websites, you have drive. Maybe you want to get a file from your Google Drive account, and then here you have copy text. Maybe there's a text you copied, I want to paste it here for it to help you analyze the content or summarize or generate questions based on that. But in this case, I want to upload a file, so I'll click on upload files. This will automatically open a folder in your PC. So navigate to the file you want to add as a source. So here in my own case, it's in the desktop. So I click on desktop, I'll click on this and click on open. So this is a textbook, all right, on Windows 11, but I want this tool to help me to analyze what is inside and summarize it for me. Okay, so let's just give it time for it to do all the analysis and bring up the summary here. From there, we can ask it some other questions. Okay, this has generated summary based on what I added. It says the comprehensive user guide by Chris V. Bernard provides a detailed roadmap for navigating Microsoft Windows 11. So I can read through. So instead of taking my time to read through all the contents of the book, it has now summarized everything, highlighting some important parts. Now, if you want to add this to your notebook, a kind of saving it for future use, maybe in time to come, you want to come and read it again, you can click on save to note. Okay, so once you click on that, it will be analyzed here and be pinned here so fast. This one doesn't take time. So when you log in again, you can get to this notebook and then read through again. Okay, then if you want to copy the content, maybe you want to copy it and then paste in another word processor, maybe Microsoft Word or Google Docs, you can click on copy. It's copied to your clipboard and you paste it. Then under each of the summary, it gives you a kind of question you may ask or something you may be looking for inside the book. And for example, look at this one here. What's are the minimal hardware requirements to install Windows 11? This is based on this source. Then if I click on this, it will give me feedback based on that. So let's wait for it to bring up that. And here it says processor, a processor that is 1 gigahertz, GHz, or faster with 2 or more cores on compatibility 64 bits compatible 64-bit processor or system on a chip. All right, so it has given me this based on the content of this file. All right, so you can also ask straight question to it. All right, for example, is this a great book? I'll send it after that based on the source. Okay, this has supplied me with this feedback within few seconds. All right, so you can keep on interacting based on this particular source. All right, so anyone you feel like is cool, I want to add it for future maybe reading, just click on save to note and it will be added here. Okay, now let's add another source from the web and I'll click on this add source. Then if you look at this button here, let's go to website. There's a web link I want to add, and that is a YouTube video. You can see here it has a web link and it has a YouTube logo, meaning that you can source from YouTube because it's a product of Google. So I'll click on this and here it says I should paste any link. Ctrl V to paste it because I have already copied it. I'll click on insert. So it's going to add this as one of my sources here. And it has been added. So I will uncheck this and ask this program question based on this particular source. So let's do it. So I can say, you can see one source is selected here. I will say summarize this video. Then after that, I'll click on send. So it's going to summarize the content of this video. This is about 19 minutes video. So it's going to summarize this content and give me feedback as fast as possible. Okay, this has summarized this. It said this video titled how to use HP laptop Windows 11 is a beginner-friendly tutorial that covers the fundamental features of navigating and managing Windows 11 laptop. Alright, which is in line with this first file I added. Alright, so it's going to give you summary. Instead of you cracking your brain in getting this, allow this AI to do that for you. Okay, then you can click on save to note for it to be added here as usual, which you can get back to in time to come. Okay, then let's look at how we can, one other thing we can do here, and that's using some of the features in this studio section. But before then, let's see if we want to get more sources. Maybe we want to get more sources across the web. We don't need to start searching through Google to get sources. We can do it right from here. And for you to do that, what you need to do is to take a look here. Right, you see search the web for new sources. Then I will click here and then I will type search the web, and you can see I say search the web for titles on Windows 11 user guide. All right, so after that, the web is selected already. You click on this search so that it will give you so many sources that you can work with or analyze on your own as well. Okay, this has come up with some sources. All right, so I can click on okay, import, so that it will be added fully. They will be added fully here. So once they are added, you can start selecting each, and then once it's added, you will see maybe one source here, and then you ask question based on that, maybe for you to summarize or to create a graph based on that for you. Okay, or ask direct question based on the selected source. Okay, so once everything is added, everything will be highlighted, but it's left for you to click here and then click again for everything to be deselected. Then you click on the one you want to work on, and then you will see one source here. You ask a question based on that. Okay, so it's as simple as that. Just take your time and you will master this tool. Okay, that's by the way. Then let's go back to the first file I uploaded here. So I'll click on this for it to be selected. So let's say I want to create a podcast kind of discussion based on this file. Once you click on the checkbox and it's selected, you come here and click on audio overview. Okay, it will generate audio overview of the material, but this may take time. Sometimes it can take up to 2 to 5 minutes. So I can play it. So click on this to play it.
So imagine you wake up one morning, you get into your car to drive to work, and the steering wheel is just, no longer in front of you.
Okay, that sounds mildly terrifying.
Right. It's been entirely moved. It's now sitting dead center on the dashboard.
I mean,
Okay, you can see this is kind of conversation, all right? So I paused it, but you can download this and listen to it later, all right? So for you to do that, you click here and then you will see the download button. If you want to share the audio with people, you can click on share, then enter the email address of the person you want to share it with and send it to them. So once any note is added and maybe you want to do something more with it, when you click on these 3 dots, you will see some options. We have convert to source. What this means is that when you click on this particular note will move here, all right, in the sources section, all right. So you can use it to make further research or maybe prompt this to AI to maybe summarize more or pick some points from that particular note. Export to docs. This is where I want to highlight more. Take for example, you were using this as a research work, all right? I want to convert this to document. It's possible. You want to export it as document, all right? So when you click on export to docs, it will be exported to the docs app, which is owned by Google. Okay, so from the docs, you can export to Microsoft Word and you download it to your PC and use it maybe for your research work when you have collected everything based on these sources here. Okay, so that's what I want to highlight on. Maybe you want to export to sheets, you click on this. If the data fits into sheets, it will be exported. But maybe you don't want to have this as a note again here, then you click on delete for it to be deleted. So I'll click out. Then let's look at some other features here. Okay, then slide decks. Okay, it allows you to generate AI slide deck based on your source. That means when you select a source here, just as I have done, I want to generate the slide deck of it. Okay, then you have video overview. It highlights few points or a summary based on a particular source. Okay, so we're going to practicalize it, but no, this takes time. It can even take you up to 10 minutes to generate one video. Okay, then mind map, it generates an AI mind map based on your source. This is report, this is flashcard, this is quiz. Before we go into the video, all right, let's do this quiz practically. Okay, you have infographics and you have data table. Maybe you want to generate data table based on this source selected here. It will do that for you. So this quiz is a kind of generating questions based on the sources select. Take for example, you want to use it as to set question for your students. This can do that for you. All right, so let me click on this quiz for us to see what it will bring up. Okay, you can see it's generating quiz. After it's finished generating it, we're going to click on it and then you see how the quiz looks like. And here the quiz has been generated for us. Okay, so let's click on it. And you can see 1 of 10. So it says, according to the source material, on which date was Windows 11 released to the public as a free upgrade? If you prompt this AI tool again, it may give you something different. Okay, so it's very intelligent tool. So once you send this to the students will take a look, answer, choose an answer, and then click on next, then choose an answer, then scroll down, click on next. It keeps on going. Okay, and that is how the quiz option works. And maybe you want to share it directly to your students from this interface. It's possible. All you need to do is to click on share button, then add their email addresses. Then you get down to this side and give them permission to, anyone with the link can, have access to the content. So you click on that option. So once you click on that option, they can answer. And after they are done answering, they can submit to you. Or you can click on copy link. Okay, and then you send the link to them directly from here. So I'll close this. I'll click on here. So let's enter the video aspect, which I told you before. And this allows you to generate video overview based on a particular source. Here I've selected this source. All right. So maybe I want to create a video that will highlight the important points to my students. So I will click on this video overview. So on clicking on that, you have some options. But this cinematic is selected. All right. If you want explain, you go with this. If you want short, you go with this. I want it to be short so that it will create a vertical video for me, which is not too lengthy. So I will click on this option. But irrespective of all these options given to you, you can describe what you want. And after that, you click on generate. But let's go with this, and I will click on generate. As I said before, this takes time, so you need to be patient. This tool has come up with the video, okay, the short video. So when you click on play, you'll be able to play it.
Microsoft blocked older PCs from installing Windows 11, but you can actually bypass the lock entirely.
If I should play, the video will play from beginning to the end. If I should keep playing, but let's stop it here. So if you want to download this video, you click on download for it to be downloaded into the downloads folder of your PC. Also, you can share this video from here. And for you to share it, click on the share icon. Then once you click here, you will see that you can type the email addresses of the people you want to share it with here and then send it to them. But before then, inside this section where you have notebook access, please click on this drop down and select anyone with the link. You can see what it says. Say anyone on the internet with the link can view this notebook. All right, that means this video right now. So what you need to do next is to click on copy. After copied, you can click on save, okay, and you have saved the settings. So let's say you're done with all the research you want to make here and you want to share this material to somebody directly from here. It's possible. What you need to do is to click on share, then type the email address of the person you want to share this with, okay, ensure that anyone with the link is selected, then send it to them. All right. So let's experiment here. Okay, let's say I want to share with this person. I'll select it. The next step is to click on send. So he will get the link to this. And once he clicks on the link, he can open this file, including the sources. We see everything as it is right now. If this helps, consider subscribing. Here we cover a lot on information technology. Hit the like button and leave a comment. See you some other time.